I remember driving down to North Carolina on an unofficial visit and spent time with Bill Guthridge and spent time playing with some of the guys. And, Bill just kind of looked at me in the eye and saying, listen, we think you're great, we think you're a good kid, but we already have Ronald Curry, who was a McDonald's All-American, and we have Joe Forte. We don't really have room for you at our university. So as a kid, I was really, really down. And then my dad was like, all right, jump out of it, let's go down the road. And then I came in here, before I even met Coach, we looked up at the rafters, and I saw, Christian Laettner, Grant Hill, Bobby Hurley, all these names, Dick Groat that were retired. And I felt this atmosphere and this energy when I walked into this building, Cameron Indoor Stadium. And I looked at my dad and I said, wow, this is where I need to be. You think you need to be somewhere your entire life, and then you walk into a place and you automatically feel that passion. I said, this is where I need to be, Dad. This is going to be home. So we walked out, and I looked at the rafters again with my dad, and we saw that 11, 33, and 44 were all retired numbers. And I looked at him, I said, Dad, I'm going to commit. He's like, Jay, you should have the number 22. I said, why? Because it's the only double-digit number that's the same that hasn't been retired. And you're going to set the tempo, you're going to set the tone. Walked in, committed, and then I made the best decision of my life. I go to Carolina and making the best decision of my life to come into a school like Duke University. I always had an extra little heat-on passion to play against Carolina. I made a mistake my freshman year saying a couple of quotes in the paper about how I looked forward to playing against Ed Cota, how I thought I was a better guard than him. And those kind of quotes came back to haunt me because Ed Cota probably had one of his best games against me my freshman year. But you can be sure that every time I stepped on the court against Carolina from that point on, I understood how to approach the game the right way. And I understood that Carolina was going to get my best because something about the atmosphere, something about the pride and the respect that both teams have for each other, being 9 miles apart, teams refused to lose. And it was going to be a game that I didn't care how bloody I got, how hurt I got. I was not going to lose to Carolina. I learned how to be competitive. I was competitive before I got here, very much competitive. But being around Coach for those 3 years really helped me understand the passion behind being competitive. Where it's okay to be friends off the court, be cordial, but every time I step on the line, whether it was practice, whether it was a pickup game, a scrimmage, or a real game, I was always trying to impose my will upon their opponent. And every time, especially during Carolina, when I looked across the court and I saw Adam Bloom, doing his little feet on the side, getting his grip on the court, or Joe Forte coming with his little powder and doing his little power thing and throwing it up in the air, that, for some reason, I always found something to drive me and motivate me. I found something to get me really angry. And those little things got me angry enough to every time I stepped on the court, I wanted to destroy those guys.